Hey everyone, it's me, Miss Conley again, and I'm back with Unit 1, Week 1 Vocabulary. Our skill this week is context clues. So context clues, let's break that apart. So context means a text or within a reading passage. And clues, it's helping you find something. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be finding the meaning of words within a passage. So working on context clues. Let me share my screen. Okay, it should be working for everyone. Okay, number 1. Now remember, we're working on context clues. So we got to find the context. Let me highlight them real quick of all the words that are underlined. So we got unreliable, often, gorge, consumer. Now it's okay if you know these, just follow along for the same skill. So we have Stan was fired from his job because he was so unreliable. He never came into work on time. So now we know that if we break apart unreliable, and I'm just going to write it down here. If we break this apart, that means not. And we know that a bull means like you can do it. You're capable of it. So you can do it. So he's not able to do something. He's not able to come to work on time. So now, does that mean responsible, silly, undependable, or hardworking? Well, if he's not, it's not responsible. Nothing in here means silly, so we can cross that out also. So now we have undependable or hardworking. So if he can't come in to work on time, does that mean he's hardworking? I'm going to say no. So our answer is C. He is undependable. 2. Kyle was often late to school. So now often, there's no way to really break that word apart. We got to use the rest of this. So it said he was and late to school. So now we got to figure out if often means never, sometimes, usually, or rarely. So this one, there's no content, there's no extra here. We don't have a reading passage. So we're just going to have to kind of make a hypothetical, or not hypothetical, an educated guess. So do you think it means never? I'm going to say no, because they would just put never there. He was never late to school, but instead they said often. So I'm going to cross that out. So we got sometimes. I might keep that one. We have usually or rarely. I'm also going to cross out rarely because I feel like we could just put that in there too. That's interchangeable. So no, usually or sometimes. I'm going to say if it was often and it happened pretty often, that it was usually. So I'm going to cross C, usually. Okay, people tend to gorge themselves with food at a barbecue and end up with a stomach ache. Ooh, I mean, that's happened to me once or twice, but don't judge. So people tend to gorge themselves with food at barbecues and end up with a stomach ache. Okay, so we have overeat, share, cook, or avoid. I'm going to cross out share because it doesn't seem like they're sharing with anybody if they end up with a stomach ache. I'm also going to cross out cook because, I mean, they could be cooking it, but I don't think that's what that means. So now is it overeat or avoid? Well, if they ate all the food and had a stomach ache, I'm definitely going to say it's not avoid because they didn't avoid the food. So I'm going to say A, overeat. The consumer was upset the store was out of ice cream. So now, is the consumer a friend, an employee, a customer, or a baker? Well, I'm going to say it's definitely not a baker because they were at an ice cream store. They're not baking anything. I'm going to say probably is not a friend. So now, is it somebody who works there or is it a customer? Now, if the store was out of ice cream, I'm going to say the consumer is the customer because they're trying to buy it and they didn't have it. Okay, good job, everyone. Moving on to the next one. This one, you're going to need to pause the video. You're going to need to grab a pen of some sort. I have my pink Flair pen. Flair pens are my fave. And a piece of paper. So go ahead and pause your video. And whenever you come back, I'll be right here waiting for you. Okay, number 1. So now we're going to have to find out the words that are also underlined. So we have right here, you have a highlighter, we got precipitation, endothermic, ooh, big word, marsupial, and down here we have noxus. Okay, so we're going to have to write down the meaning of the word and write our own sentence. To be defined as a desert, the place must get less than 10 inches of precipitation, such as rain or snow, per year. So precipitation means, now if you go back into the sentence, let's get our highlighter back out. After precipitation, it says such, and that's a keyword that tells you that it's giving you the meaning of it. So now we have rain or snow per year. So, and I'm pretty sure Miss Grandy taught you this. I could be wrong, and maybe she didn't in science, but I'm willing to bet she did. So precipitation means rain or snow. Now use the word in your own sentence. You can pause it, make your own sentence, by the way. I don't like precipitation. Make sure you spell it right too. Look up on the page so you spell it right. Okay, number 2. Birds and mammals are endothermic animals because they can generate their own body heat. Again, if you have your highlighter, if you highlight this because, it's going into what it is. It's telling you it. So they're endothermic because they can generate their own body heat. So endothermic means to generate your own. Where's the rest of the line at? Body heat. Just going to draw my own right there. Use the word in a sentence. Okay, pause. Make your own sentence if you want. Dogs and cats are endothermic. So any animal that is a mammal is endothermic. And mammals mean that they're warm-blooded. This is a good page. I should share this with Miss Grandy. She might like this one. Okay. A koala bear is a marsupial because it can carry its own baby in a pouch on its body. Again, here's this word because. So it's getting ready to tell you why. It can carry its own baby in a pouch on its body. So a marsupial is an animal that carries a baby in they don't give you enough room here in a pouch, like a kangaroo. I didn't know that koalas were marsupials. I did know kangaroos were, though. Okay, number 4. The river was full of noxious materials, such as cleaning agents from factories and pesticides from the nearby farms. Ooh. I mean, it doesn't sound good, right? So here's our word, such as. Again, it's telling you. So we got cleaning agents, and we got pesticides. So now, do you think that noxious would be good? I mean, would you want to swim in a river full of cleaning agents and pesticides? You got to think about that. So if you don't know what noxious means, just, try to put yourself in that situation. I don't think I'd want to swim in that river. Just saying. So it cannot be good. So the river was full of noxious materials. So they would be harmful materials. Okay. And pause it, make your own sentence. Oh, yikes. The noxious materials made me sick. I always think about when that definitely made me think about like harmful chemicals, because I know I always clean my bathroom with this spray stuff, and it must have some kind of bad chemical in it, because every time I get sick to my stomach. I should probably stop using it. Anyway, sorry, sidebar, moving on. Okay, now you're going to have to pause the video when I tell you to, read this little passage, and then do each block on your own. Okay? So now, these are made up words. So right here, we have snarples. Okay? I don't know what they are. We're going to have to find out. We got blarlings. Again, made up word. They replaced it with something. We got to find out what they are. And then we have clinkets. So we're going to start up here with this first passage. Pause your video, read it on your piece of paper, answer what do you think snarples are, and what words help you figure out the meaning of snarples. So go ahead, pause your video. I'm going to be doing it right here with you when you get back after you finish. Okay, so you read it? Okay, what do you think snarples are? Snarples are seashells. I hope you said that with me. I hope that was your answer. If it was, great job. Pat on the back, round of applause. Okay. What words help you figure out the meaning of snarples? Oh, the ones that are hidden in the sand. Hidden in the sand. What else we got? No broken pieces, because I know I don't like shells that are broken. A crab living inside, like a hermit crab shell. I left that snarple on the beach, instead of collection. I actually have a collection of shells too. Here, hold on, real quick. Sorry. So here are all my shells that I found at the beach. Pretty cool. Everywhere I've gone, I've kept them and put them in a little vase. I probably need a bigger vase, but that is my collection of shells. Okay. Next, go ahead and pause your video. We're going to figure out what blarlings are. So pause it, read it, answer 2 questions, and I'll be right here doing it with you when we get back. Okay. What do you think a blarling is? She sold blarling on the street. I'm going to say it's lemonade. Did anybody agree with me? If you did, pat on the back, round of applause. What words help you figure out the meaning of the word blarling? It was the hottest day, refreshing. They sold cups of the ice cold. So if you put it in a cup, it's a liquid. Ice cold. She picked fruit from a tree in her yard and was charged of getting ice from her house. The drink, drink, was a little sour, so they had to add sugar. Sour tells me it was made from lemons, and then sugar makes lemonade. I hope you got all that. Okay, last one. Okay, so we have clinkets. So go ahead, pause your video, read the passage, answer 2 questions, and I'll be here when you get back to figure out what clinkets are. Okay, what do you think clinkets are? Don't forget to put some clinket on before you go outside. Oof. Okay, at first I thought it was a jacket, but it's not. Claudia did not like to wear clinket because the lotion gets in his eyes. It is sunscreen. What words help you figure out the meaning of clinket? Like I said, lotion. Stings. I've gotten sunscreen in my eyes. It is not pleasant. Also, sunburn. Rubs on skin. Playing in the sun. Okay, so that's our lesson today on context clues. Good job, everybody. Again, if you need extra help, come see me in class. I'll be glad to help you with context clues. If you have any other questions, you can rewatch the video, do it again. If you need more help, call, email, text. I'm always here. I will be glad to help you out, and I will see you next time we're all together in class. Adios.